Good afternoon. I'm Drew Holley with BIS Benefits, and this is America's most boring podcast. BIS is located right here in Metro Atlanta. We work with small businesses and mid-sized businesses doing employee benefits and commercial insurance. Today, we're going to talk about how to build an employee benefits package. So I would say this is relevant for companies thinking about offering a plan or already have it. And maybe you're a new HR manager and you want to rethink. The first thing I would say is employees, when they think benefits, the number one thing they want to look at is first, do you have health insurance and how much comes out of the paycheck? Number one. The way you do that is you have to be thinking how much I'm going to contribute. And any broker wants to shop out the market and look at the best carrier and the best network and fully insured and self-insured. I'm not going into those details. But at the end of the day, based off your population of 25 employees, 50 employees, 10 employees, your rates are what they are. And at some point, you have to say, I have to face it. This is the best plan. These are the best plans. Deductible, copay, network. How much do I want my employees to pay? The less they pay, typically the happier they are. Then you have to think about the other lines. And often in meetings with business owners, we'll probably spend 90% of the time in the entire hour and a half meeting just on benefits. Why? Because it's the costliest. But do not forget other ancillary benefits: dental, vision, life insurance, voluntary life insurance, disability. Yes, there's pet insurance. There's all these other types of benefits. And if you're an employer, at a minimum, offer it, even if you can't afford to contribute, because the employees would appreciate it. Often things, especially long-term disability, an employee can buy those products conveniently out of their paycheck, typically, especially dental and vision, with pre-tax dollars. But from an underwriting standpoint, especially life insurance or disability, it's a lot harder to go out in the open market and buy these things. So you're doing your employees a favor, even if you're not contributing. Now, there might be a small administrative cost from time from your HR manager presenting it. Then you have to ask yourself, how do I present it to my employees? And even more competitively, what about the offer letter? Because at the end of the day, if you're an employer, you're competing for the best talent. And so do you want to say, here's your offer letter on a fax machine in black and white? Or do you want to hand them some nice material that highlights the culture of the company, their benefits, what it costs, how to enroll, maybe your paid time off policy? Well, any good benefit broker, after you picked the boring insurance, is then going to try to help you make that look more professional. And the good news for you as an employer, you pay the premium and then it has a fee for the broker. And I got to tell you, there are a lot of things a broker does or doesn't do. Now, if your broker's your brother-in-law, your second cousin, you've been with them 20 years, I can't compete against that. BIS, other brokers cannot. So you have to go through the breakup process. Do I want a broker who's really going to help me not only find the best rates, but help me with the strategy, the benefit plan through that? Or do I want a 20-year relationship? Now, at BIS, we hope you become both. But building that benefit plan, what's competitive? You should know what your competitors are paying. We can give you benchmarking data. You should be offering multiple medical plans because your staff has multiple needs. You should look at multiple types of coverages outside of medical, mention that. And then you should make it easy to enroll with open enrollment software. These are very basic things that you should look at when building a plan. And then as your company matures, yes, you should be looking at long-term strategies to keep costs down, claim strategies, there's all sorts of things to do. But that's the basics. And if you'd like to find out more or have a free review of your plan, you feel free to reach out to one of our producers at BIS. And thank you, and hope you have a great day.